Libra, how you doing? Welcome to your weekly reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 10th through to the 16th of June. We're in Gemini season, so it does bode well for you in regards to energies, certainly with the elements and so forth. And it can bring a little bit more sort of passionate about who am I, what do I want, sort of scenario within your life. And it's very, very passionate. It's a fire that sort of drives and stimulates you mentally within the world. So let's just see what's going on for you in this reading this week. Here we go with the overall energies here. Karmic message on your relationship side, karmic message on your financial side, influence from the universe, influence from past self, influence from future self, and the lesson to be learned for this week, or the general outcome from all of that. Hope you have a lovely reading. Let's just get straight in and see what's going on the overall energies here. I get a lot of flowers. It's almost as like, uh, it's being super nice to yourself. I think the overall energies around you is making you feel at home. That's what it sort of gets. Oh, the devil card. You're the only one to get the devil card actually this week, so feel lucky. You know, I think it's to do with maybe smaller details. I think, yeah, maybe it's a case here that the overall energy is sort of kind of going, don't rest on your laurels. Be nice to yourself. Don't wait for the rest of the world to be nice to you. This is the sort of thing I get. Don't be obsessive about an outcome as well of what I'm getting here. It is a Capricorn card, so that could have some sort of like connection with it. But yeah, just be nice to yourself and don't be, don't set the bar. Basically, I think that's more of a case. Let's just see what's going on in your relationship side. Here's the karmic message on this side here. There's something that's it's a, there's something that's been in your life for a long time, and I've seen this in last week's sort of reading, or something to do with long-term sort of spiritual path more than anything else, but also to do with relationships here. It seems like you're reconstructing from the past, as it were. Yeah, that's what the transition is all about. The transition, this is what I mean about being nice to yourself. And I think this is what the karmic message is sort of saying to you here. Being nice to yourself, of being the best example of yourself. I think it's a case of stop any, it's the end of internal conflict. In theory, if you look at your relationships that are around you and your love or how you want things, it will become very obvious of how to put it all together. And I think, that's where you need to be gentle with yourself in a way, and not, be careful of how you put the bar. I think that's where the internal conflict comes from. From the universe here, the universe has got like, it's steadfast. But it's also pulling in, it's also pushing outward. So basically it's sort of saying to you, in the universe, when you get a coincidence that comes into your life, so invitation for a barbecue or seeing someone you haven't seen for a very long time or stuff like that, just make sure it's a good quality connection. That's what the universe is trying to sort of say to you. Make sure the connections are really good quality. From your past, this ties into this here. This is why you've got to let go. This is where that internal conflict needs to come to an end. I think it's in the past anyway. And I think you can learn lessons from it about being really nice to yourself more than anything else. In the future here, this is where the flowers come in. There seems to be something that's definitely coming to the surface that breeds a beautiful offering for you. And the lesson to be learned out of this is how you engage your passions in the world around you, within the relationships that are around you. The universe here is saying, you get the Two of Swords. As I said, it's quality decisions here, quality connections with other people, you taking a direction. I think that is really important. And from your past, There is definite lessons to be learned from the past. This empowers you more than anything else, the lessons in the past of how things have gone. And it allows you as well to sort of be the commander of your own passions and your engagements in life. And in your future, justice, you basically, harmony. It is a beautiful offering. It's a peace offering, I think, that comes in the future, maybe that has a connection to this. And there's a tough decision that needed to be made, but I think you can make it very easily if you just take the time to look at it. And that's going to bring you back harmony. And I think, yeah, I think that conflict, I think it's time to stop that conflict and fall in love, basically. That's what it seems like here. From the karmic mission of that, from the Five of Wands, going through to the Lovers, which you go through that confidence of your past. This is where you are nice to yourself and be good to yourself and be good to your relationships because you're good to yourself. This will bring you into your future, into harmony with the decisions, clear, constructive decisions that you're making in how you engage in the world around you. Really nice for you. I think it's actually bodes incredibly well for you. But there is this conflict that needs to be sorted. And I think you're getting the results this week from it. And I think you're getting good results, justice. I think it's going to, the sword of justice is going to fall good for you, as it were. On your financial side, in your karmic mission, this is also tied to the past. This is like this card here. It's like it's like you found like a massive piece of gold, and you put it down somewhere in the garage, and it's like it's your karmic mission to find that golden nugget that's been in your life that's now coming to the surface. You get the World, another Capricorn card. All the elements that are available here for you. This is a really, it's your karmic mission now to go off into a new, it's a new engagement that you make with the world around you and your financial world around you. Being very balanced about it rather than being blown from pillar to post, basically, and being very sort of concrete about it. How's the universe influencing you? The universe is pulling in here. It seems to be encouraging that new found way of engagement with the world around you, and I think that's what it's doing with coincidences. So I'd be very attentive to that. On your past self is also playing into this. I think there's an accumulation of understanding in the past, new coincidences that gives you new avenues of direction in regards to a job, business, project, whatever really is important for you, allowing your past to come to the surface and the world to actually provide for you. This is that whole new way of doing it. And in the future, this is where you're building something very solid. You're almost laying down the bricks or the foundations of something that can last really well for you. And the lesson is in this week is knowing that it is that the good results are within you, and depends upon you and how you step into this new way of doing things. So from the past, yeah, there is it is playing into this. There is something. It's this is a marriage card. This is bringing two sides together in a celebration. Something that's been about this, something that you've started already, or something that's been in your life for some time, needs to be. You're getting the results, and it needs to be put into action. I think more than anything else. Yeah, look at that with the King of Pentacles as well. A lot of abundance, a lot of knowledge, a lot of understanding, a lot of experience that is from your past. These two here are really constructing something new and a whole new. Look at that. For your financial side, it really is an explosion of activity in a way that's in this new approach, and the way in which you approach your financial world in a new way it's gonna start the ball rolling in your favor. playing smart. That is the lesson that you need to be taking from this week here. Playing smart of activating it, doing it where you don't, you know, so you're not getting pulled from pillar to post. You're very conscious about the truth in a way of how you know, you can preempt any situation because of this knowledge and understanding of what you've already been through in order to give you that success, or give you at least a lot of the control over your destiny more than anything else. Okay? Bodes incredibly well for that side. Incredibly well. Let's just see with the Light Seers card what's going on. With the Devil card, you get the King of Wands. The overall energies here is something to do, it's all to do about being nice to yourself, building a lot of confidence within yourself. You know, let go of any sort of, the overall energy is not playing any more games. It's putting its cards on the table, I think. And this is the general energy that is around you. And I would really, with the little things that are happening around you, it's like sort of saying, you taking it or not, sort of scenario. And that's where that comes in there, certainly within the relationship side here. But the King of Wands is all about that knowledge and understanding, that confidence that you can have within you in order to get the best out of life. Look at that. 5 of Wands, internal conflict, conversion of negative into positive. Being patient with yourself will lead you to that as an understanding and outcome. An understanding and outcome of enjoying life, connecting with another person in a very, very solid way. A very, very solid way. Look at this. This is you. Okay? Queen of Swords. This is the difficult. The difficult decision is for you to. Do I want to live this life and be happy? And it's not an easy choice, that, because there's a lot of peer pressure from outside, but there's a lot of peer pressure from within you as well. And I think that's what you got to just let go of. That peer pressure, and it could end tomorrow. It could end tomorrow for you, it could end for me, it could end for everybody. You know, don't miss today. I think that's the sort of thing that's coming out of this. Don't miss today. Fall in love with life. You know, when you build that confidence within you, because you've now realized you've got the King of Wands twice here. You've got the King of Wands, and the bridging energy between the two is that 9 of Pentacles. So from your past, I think you're going to realize that actually, oh, wow, look at this beautiful moment with this person that's come through. And then once you've realized and you've had that moment, you kind of look up and you kind of go, oh, look, there's another moment. Oh, great. And it's like, it's because you're choosing to follow your pathway, regardless, and enjoy. Yeah, justice is for you. The 6 of Pentacles that come out on this, it's putting yourself first. It's you know, everything in the universe works in a way that as long as I'm okay, everybody else can be okay. And I think this is where you're finding your just point, your point of being justified. But I think you realize that you want to be in love with that person. You really want to be in love with that person, and it's that internal conflict has got to be gone. But happiness to be, look at that. You're converting the negative into the positive. Libra, stop messing around. Go out there. Start living it. Start loving it. You know, this is it. The universe is saying, this is real. There's no choice here, Libra. Live it and love it. Live it and love it. As difficult as it may well be from time to time, I think it's a case of living it and loving it. It's absolutely really beautiful. I really like that. It's a really good feeling on your relationship side. On your financial side, look at that, you get the 3 of Swords. But this is on the financial side. It's not on the relationship side. And what it's saying here, in this new world here, you have to take out your emotions out of the situation. This is what I'm saying. and being very practical about things. Getting this new job, this new business, or this project, whatever really interests you or concerns you the most, taking your emotions out of the situation and playing smarter rather than, working smarter rather than harder, basically. And there's something that's connected to an old thing. Look at that. And then you get the devil again with the Four of Wands. You are karmically tied to this situation. And I don't know if you want to break it. I don't know if you want to break it. I think, the devil card here, it comes out at the top here. It could be a Capricorn that you're involved in. If it is a Capricorn that you're involved in, apparently it is a match made in heaven. And sometimes you've got to recognize that over our own doubts. That's what it seems to be, like a pathway that you should be following. And I think there is a huge amounts of success and abundance for you. I think it's opened your door, open your eyes to a very happy, celebratory sort of connection in your life that's made you feel very confident about yourself, actually, a lot more confident than you've ever been in the past. And the Wheel of Fortune, you get the Eight of Wands. A lot of communication here. It's within the communication world. Maybe it's going into a job where you're dealing with communication, social media, or something like that. But whatever it is, you will have the control over the situation of how fast this goes. And this is where, that is the smart option. Because you really don't want to be not. If you don't take this opportunity, if you don't go into this new pathway, I think it may hurt you. And that's the last thing anybody wants. It's, I wish. But I think it's a case of just taking your emotions out, which is going to make you a lot smarter. And this is it. When you start playing smarter, this is where you get the abundance. Blimey. Libra. It's always a roller coaster with you. There is no doubt about it. And I love Librans. I love Libra. I've got a lot of Librans in my life, and I love every single one of them. Gee whiz. Oh, yeah, love it. There you go. I hope you get the best out of these readings. I hope it helps you to engage in life in a really fulfilling way. Yes, thank you very much for all the support you give to this channel through the YouTube system. It's very much appreciated. I will see you again very soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.